What's up guys, GK here with Korbin's Archery, and I have the new HOYT RX-10. This is one of their new carbons for 2026. Some new features, some of the same features. We're gonna dive into this bow, break it down, talk about the specs, get a speed on it, do all that stuff. All right, one of HOYT's brand new bows for 2026. You're looking at the Korbin RX-10. This is gonna be their shorter axle-to-axle carbon, measuring at 30.5 inches axle-to-axle, 6 1/8 inch brace height. You're looking at a poundage range from 40 all the way up to 80, depending on which limbs you go with. You also have an IBO speed of 342 and draw length adjustment. Still the same cam, same mods. 1/4 inch draw length adjustment. It'll go down to 25 inches with the right mod, all the way up to 30 inches with the right mod, but still again with your 1/4 inch draw length adjustment and your let off adjustment there. So now with the RX-10 and all the new HOYT bows for this year, you're gonna have the new XTS tuning system. Now this is just a way for you to tune your bow without a bow press. Looks like it's going to change limb deflection, things like that with these 2 screws. We'll have a full video breakdown on how to tune your bow with the XTS system, so make sure you keep watching for our tuning video on that. But new tuning feature that they desperately needed there on their bows. Also, you might have noticed this is a new color. This is going to be called the Sandstorm, and kind of a grayish tan blend. It looks really, really clean in the light. I like that. The riser may have changed slightly. Doesn't look too different. Still gonna be the same physical weight of just under 4 pounds there. Also, if you're looking at the HOYTs this year, you might notice a screw or maybe a missing piece. Don't freak out, don't call HOYT, don't call your shops, all that stuff. This is for an accessory that is to be announced later. So you're not missing anything, I promise. They're sending everything they're supposed to, but this is coming soon, kind of a deal. So. Talked about the mods. It's already advertised at a 342 IBO speed, but we're going to test it like we always do. Real hunting draw length, real hunting arrow, 28.5 inch draw, 450 grain arrow, right at 70 pounds on the dot. So we're going to get some quick measurements and then go shoot it, get a speed on it. Also, I don't have the full pricing yet. I want to say it went up 50 bucks from last year, so you're looking at probably $21.50 bare bow. Now I get it, that is a lot of money, but it is carbon. Carbon's obviously a little bit pricier, a little bit more durable, warmer to the touch, all that good stuff. So keep that in mind when you're making your bow selection. But yeah, let's get some measurements, then we'll run back and get a speed. All right, we're looking for 30.5 axle to axle, and that is spot on. 30.5 center to center. And then we're looking for 6 1/8 on the brace. Center of string to the most inward part of the grip, right there at 6 1/8. So spot on the spec. We're gonna shoot a few arrows out of it, get an average. We are going to be shooting, like we do with all our other testing, 28.5 inch draw, 70 pounds, 450 grain arrow with 85% let off. Gonna shoot a few, get a consistent speed, and then probably talk about the draw cycle and the feel and all that stuff too. So, arrow 1. .281.5, shot 2. .281.2, and the last one. .281.2, or it's called a 281 average. So overall, the bow feels really, really solid. It's very quiet, very dead in the hand. You don't feel any residual vibration or anything like that. Similar to the RX-9 draw cycle, if you shot that bow last year, tested it out even, very similar to that. I would call it a flatter draw cycle, not one that like drops into a deep valley or anything. Just nice and flat, gets to a good back wall where you can hold it forever. Still super, super quiet for that carbon bow. Vibration free for sure, dead in the hand. So if you're looking at a really good carbon with a good respectable speed, some good features like that tuning feature, come check out the RX-10. Make sure you shoot all the bows when you go into your new bow purchase, but come to any of our shop location, you can test out the RX-10. We'll see you guys next time.